Screen.
Screen or monitor. We say screen or monitor. Yes. For the second one, it is
Headphone.
headphone. Number three. Number three.
Projector.
Projector, yes. It is projector. Number four. It is a hard drive. External hard drive. Number five.
Printer.
Printer, yes. Number six. Number six. It's not a phone.
Fax.
It's fax. We say telegram, okay? It's telegram. Number seven.
Plotter.
Plotter. What do you mean by plotter? Do you know this device? Do you know it? Yes, what do you mean by plotter?
Printer.
It's like a printer. Yes, for example, we use a plotter for what? We have specific field. We can use this device.
For books?
For books, no. According to the picture, we have a big paper and we have designs. We have, I think, scripts. For example, engineers can use this device. Yes? Yes, it's used by the engineer, for example, to make drawing or to make scripts for big, for example, buildings or. Now, the last one. We have, for example, the highest type of fingers. We use this device to write a specific language. This language used by blind people. What do you mean by blind people?
Braille. Language.
For
Braille.
example, blind people. What do you mean by blind people? They are people who
Can see.
because there is problem sometimes of B. Complete this passage with the words from the box to know the definition. Now we have the definition of the output devices. We have now, okay. We have display, it means show. We have data, printers, projection, monitor, some. Yes, I'm so sorry for that because we have problem of connection. Yes. Yes, as I said, I'm so sorry, okay? Because we have problem of connection for that. Sometimes we miss it. Now, it means we want to... Now, an input device is any that receives from a computer. Now, we start by this sentence. What do you think that number one is suitable for the gap? An input device is any peripheral, yeah, that receives
Data.
Receives what?
Data.
Okay. Data from a computer. Usually for
Display.
we have display. Display here means show. To show what? For display.
Information?
No.
Data.
Data, we use it for gap 2.
Projection.
Yes, projection or physical reproduction. Okay, it means we have projection. We want, for example, or you have work, you do the work, and by these output devices, you can show your project or your projection or physical reproduction. What do you mean by physical reproduction? For example, I want to print my work. When I have a paper, it means I want to print. In this way, it is physical reproduction. For example, the inkjet printer. You know what do you mean by inkjet printer? It is a kind of printer, okay? An input or an output device that can make a hard copy of any. Now, I'm sorry, we talk just about, I'm talking about a printer, inkjet printer. It means we have a comma, an output device that can make a hard copy of any information. Yes, shown on your monitor, which is another example of an output devices. We have printer and we have monitor. Monitors and
Printers.
printers are two of the most common output devices used with a computer. This is the definition of an output or the output devices. Now we move to page 2. In this page, we have to talk about we take some examples about the output devices, and we have questions, we want to answer them from the text. Now, I'm going to read and explain at the same time. Now, we have displays, often called monitors or screens. It means we take the example of monitors, okay? We are going to talk about monitors. Are the most used output devices on a computer. They provide instant feedback by showing you text and graphic images as you work or play. Now here, feedback. What do you mean by the word feedback here? It means we have monitors provide feedback or response. It means answers, response, okay, that are shown by a monitor. Now, most desktop displays use liquid crystal display, LCD, or cathode ray tube, CRT technology. Now, LCD, you know what do you mean by LCD? We have monitors, or we have desktop, we have maybe TVs or PCs have, for example, they are, for example, LCD. Is it clear? Now, CRT, they are two different technologies are used by. Now, CRT, what do you mean by CRT? Cathode ray tube. It means it is a device that have a tube. It is the latest, or it's not the latest, it's the old generation of televisions or PCs. Do you know what do you mean by CRT? Traditional computer system. Do you know it? Yes or no?
Yeah, miss.
Do you know it? For example, it's so big. They are big. It means the traditional generation.
Body,
okay. Or, yes.
Its
yes.
screen have a body.
Yes, like that. Okay. For example, it's so big. In the left, they have a tube. Okay. While all portable computing devices such as laptops incorporates LCD. It means here we have portable computers have or are LCDs, okay? It means they have this technology because of their slimmer design and low energy consumption. LCD monitors, also called flat panel or flat screen display, are replacing CRTs. It means CRTs, it is the old one generation, and LCD replaced this CRTs. Basic features. We are going to talk about the features of monitors. Now, resolution refers to the number of dots and color, known as picture elements, contained in a display. Now, what do you mean about pixels? What is pixel?
It's for image.
It's a unit, first of all. Yes.
Yeah.
The smallest unit for an image on display screen. Yes. And the resolution. It means the resolution is the number of pixels in the image or on the screen. Is it clear? We have pixels. It is a unit that or small unit that's used on a screen and the resolution is the number of pixels. Is it clear? Now, it's expressed by identifying the number of pixels on the horizontal and vertical axis. A typical resolution is, we have a resolution of, it is. Now, two measurements describe the size of your display: the aspect ratio and the screen size. Historically, computer displays, like most televisions, have had an aspect ratio of 4 to 3. The width of the screen to height of 4 to 3. Now, what do you mean by the aspect ratio? It is a measurement, first of all, the screen according to what? Yes? Yes. Ratio.
According to size of screen.
We measure them and we say its aspect ratio, it's for example 4 to 3. We have the width is 4 and the height is 3. By this way, we can measure the screen by using the aspect ratio. For widescreen LCD display, yes, for widescreen LCD display, the aspect ratio is 16 to 9. It means it's big. Very useful for viewing DVD movies, playing games, and displaying multiple windows side by side. High definition, it means HD, high definition TV, also uses this format. Now, the viewable screen size is measured diagonally, so 19 screen or screen measures 19 from the top left to the bottom right. Now, here we have the ratio, the aspect ratio. We said it measures by the width according to the height, and we have the screen size, another measurement. The screen size here, we use it for, or we take the two opposite angles. I measure the screen through that two opposite angles. For example, I take the angle from the top and the angle from, for example, the low. Is it clear? And I measure and I can find. Is it clear? Inside the computer, there is a video adapter or graphics card, which processes images and sends signals to monitor. Crt monitors use VGA, video graphic adapter, cable, which converts digital signals into analog signals. LCD monitors use DVI, digital video interface connection. Color depth refers to the number of colors a monitor can display. This depends on the number of bits used to describe the color of single pixel. For example, an old VGA monitor with an 8-bit depth can generate 256 colors, and Super VGA with a 24-bit depth can generate 16.7 million colors. Monitors with a 22-bit depth are used in digital video, animation, and video games to get certain effects. Now, display technologies. We have different technologies for displays. We are going to talk. An LCD is made of two glass plates with liquid crystal material between them. It means with LCD we have two glasses, okay? And between them we have liquid crystal material. The crystal block the light in different quantities to create the image. Active matrix to create the image. Active matrix LCD use TFT, thin-film transistor technology, in which each pixel has its switch. What do you mean? It means each pixel has a specific switch to stop. This is what do you mean. The amount of light the LCD monitor produces is called brightness or luminance. measured in CD per square meter. It means candela per square meter. It is the units can use to measure the brightness of the display. A CRT monitor is similar to a traditional TV set. It contains millions of tiny red, green, and blue phosphor dots that glow. Here, what do you mean by glow? It means radiance, it means heat. When stacked by electron beam that travels across the screen and create a visible image. PCs can be connected to video projectors which project the image into a large screen. They are used for presentations and the home theater applications. In a plasma screen, images are created by plasma discharge, which contains noble or non-harmful gases. Plasma TVs allow for larger screen and viewing angles, making them ideal for movies. Organic light emitting diodes, OLEDs, are thin-film LED displays that do not require material and mechanical current, which is known as electroluminescence. They consume less energy, produce brighter colors, and are flexible. It means they can be bent and rolled up when they are not being used. Now here we have where we take displays or monitors as an example of the output devices. We have different technologies are used. We have categories. Long paragraph. We have 4. This question. Now this question connection, I think so. You hear me? Yes or no? Okay. Yes, I know this. We have many corruptions in our. Yes, we have. And LCD. Here we have letters are written in bold. What is this? How do we call it? For example, I have 3, for example, words. I just take the first letter for each word. This is what do you mean? It is, for example, CRT. It is the abbreviation of
cathode ray
tube. Okay, it is the abbreviation of cathode ray tube. And LCD, it is the abbreviation of liquid crystal display. Now, if you find such question, for example, in your exam, or what do, and you have the abbreviation stand for, it means you are going to say each letter. It means each letter, what do you mean by each letter? For example, L, it is liquid, C, it is crystal, and D, it is display. Is it clear? This is what you mean by this question. I know you know the information, but you cannot, for example, practice it in such a question. Now we have number 2. How is the screen size measured? We said we have 2 different. Okay, it is diagonally. Yes, it is from the two opposite angles. What technology is used by active matrix LCDs?
TFT, thin film transistor technology.
Yeah, it is TFT. Yes. Which unit of frequency is used to measure the brightness of display?
Is it candela per square meter?
Okay, yes, this is. Number 5, what substance produces light and color when hit by electrons in Crt monitor? We have a substance that make a light, produce light and color in CRT.
Phosphor.
Yes, it's a phosphor. What are the 3 advantages of OLED display? We say OLED display, we use it, or it's too big, we use it for, and we have advantages of this display.
It's do not require blacklist to function. They consume less energy, produce brighter colors, and are flexible.
Okay, they consume less energy, produce brighter colors, and are flexible. This is the 3 advantages of OLED display. Now, we have activity B. In this activity, then we have a box and you have definitions, okay? We have resolution, we have pixel, we have aspect ratio, we have color depth, video adapter, plasma screen, and we have definitions. We must put each one in the suitable gap. The first one, the smallest unit on a display screen or bitmap image, usually a colored dot. It is
a pixel.
Pixel.
Yes, it is pixel. An expansion, number 2, an expansion card that generates the video signal sent to a computer display.
Video adapter.
Video adapter, yes, it's a card that generates videos sent to a computer display. Number 3, the width of the screen in proportion to its height. It is
aspect ratio.
The aspect ratio.
Okay, aspect ratio when it is a kind of measurement. Number 4, also called gas discharge display.
The plasma screen.
Plasma screen, yes. We use gas to have brightness and. Number 5, the number of pixels contained in a display horizontally and vertically.
Resolution.
Resolution. Yeah. Number 6, the number of bits used to hold the color pixel that determines the maximum number of colors that can be displayed.
Color depth.
Color depth. The number, it means it is the number of bits that hold a color pixel. Now we have, this is now to know, for example, as the first semester in English, you have when you have units, you have 2 different kinds of lesson. For the first one, you have reading, you have text, questions about the text. It means things in your domain, in computer science. And the second part, it is language work. What do we have in language work? We have, it means we have to deal with English, okay? We have to deal with a language, okay? Maybe in grammar and. Now here, language work Number one is cause and effect. We have to know how to form a sentence to express cause and effect. Now, we have 7 ways, okay? We have 7 ways to express cause and effect relationship. Now, what do you know about cause and effect? For example, give me examples concerning cause and effect. What are the main words that can be used to express, for example, this relationship?
Cause.
Cause, for example, we have this, cause this. Okay, yes. Can use cause. I'm asking you, did you have in the first semester types of sentence, did you have simple, compound, complex sentence? Did you have it? Yes or no? Simple. I think you did with a simple sentence. Yes. In the first semester, you did simple sentence? How to form some? Yes. And compound and complex, you didn't? I think you didn't. Now, we have 3 types of sentence, just to explain. We have simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence. Now, when I have sentence that show the cause and effect relationship, for example, we use as a result, we use cause, we use, for example, produce, due to, and it means we have different expressions that can be used to express cause effect. The sentence or the whole sentence is complex. We call it a complex sentence. Is it clear? Now, when we form this cause and effect as you like, you can start with the cause and then the effect. You can then start with the effect and then the cause. Is it clear? It means as you like. Now we start one by one. We start with the first way. We can mention the cause before the effect. It means you are free when you express cause and effect relationship. The main important thing is to use it correctly. That's all. Now, for example, dust often causes the recording condition of disk to deteriorate. We have dust. What do you mean by the word dust? Give the word in Arabic if you know.
Poussière.
Poussière. Yes, this is. We have a disk and we have dust, okay, in the disk. This caused the recording condition of disk to deteriorate. What do you mean by this word? Deteriorate. It means inferior. It means it's not okay. The disk, it means we cannot use it. This is what you mean by the word. It means we have the first part is cause and the second part is effect. And we use cause. This causes the second part. For the first is cause and the second is effect. Number 2, we can mention the effect before the cause. We start with the effect, then we mention the cause. For examples, deterioration in the recording condition of disk is often due to dust. Here I use which word here that is used to express cause and effect relationship in this sentence. I have, for example, in the first one, we use cause. That express this relation. And the second one, which word is used to express this relation?
Due.
Okay. Yes, due to. Okay? When we use due to, it means we start with the effect and we deal with the cause. Now, number 3, there are many ways of expressing cause and effect. Verbs linking cause and effect. We have here some verbs, for example, result, cause, produce, result in, allow, result from, prevent here it means stop, bring about, and enable. These verbs can be used to express cause and effect. Now we have examples. We have 4 examples. We are going to read them and try to tell me where is the cause, where is the effect, and give me, for example, the word that's used to express them. The introduction of computer technology brought about significant change in office routine. Here, we have 2 statements. We have the first one, the second one. Yes, where is the cause? Where is the effect? And which word is used to express this relationship? Yes.
The cause is the introduction of computer technology. The effect is significant change in office routine. And the verb is brought about.
Okay, it's brought about. It means it's the verb, it's the past simple of bring, okay? Brought here is the past simple of bring. Here we start with the cause and then the effect. Number 2, the problems were caused by the volume of network traffic. Here, where is the effect and where is the cause? Here, as I said before, when you want to express this relationship, you are free. You can start with the cause, you can start with the effect. The main important thing is to know how to express them correctly. This is the main important. Now, number 2, where is the cause, where is the effect?
The problems are the effect. The volume of network traffic is the cause, where caused by is the verb.
Good. Here we have cause, but here we have where caused. It is the passive form. For example, number 1, we use cause. But here we have the simple tense. When I have the simple tense, we start with the cause and the effect. This causes this. But here we have the passive form. It means when we have the passive form, we convert between the cause and the effect. We start with the effect that is or that was caused by the cause. Number 3, the keyboard is unlocked, allowing or permitting you to use the PC. We have the keyboard is unlocked, which means the keyboard is opened. It means it's okay, it's good. For that, I can use the PC. Here,
the keyboard is unlocked is the cause.
Yeah.
Allowing, permitting is the verb.
Okay, that express the relation. Yes, and
the PC is the effect.
Okay, this is now here. It means we have different way to express this relationship. Here we have a verb with ing. We have the first phrase, which is a cause. We use comma, and we have a verb with ing. It means, can we say, for example, the keyboard is unlocked, allow you to use the PC. Here, allowing, it's more suitable, it's more formal for allow, okay? Here we must use the verb plus ing to express this. Number 4, the keyboard remains locked, preventing you from or using the PC. Here it means the keyboard is not okay, it's not good. It means this stopped me to use the PC. Here, prevent, as I said, it means stop. Here, where is the cause? Where is the effect?
The keyboard remain liquid is a cause.
Yeah.
Using the PC is the effect, and the verb of effect is prevent.
Prevent. Yes. Now this is ways to express the cause and effect. Sometimes we can use according to your expression. Is it clear? It means if your expression is okay, maybe you like to start with cause, you like to start with effect. It means you use the correct connection then. It means to connect between these two. These two things, it means we must use the correct expressions. It's very, very important. Now, way number 4, another way of showing causal relationship is by introducing the cause with if. Both the cause and the effect verbs are in the present tense. Now, when we use if, it means I have 2 verbs. I have a verb in the cause sentence or a phrase, and we have a verb of the effect. Both of them, we must put them in the present tense. It's very, very, very important. Is it clear? To use them in the present simple tense. We have examples. If your company has land, you can share use of a printer with your colleagues. We have a land. This in a company causes the sharing the share use of a printer with your colleagues. Here we have if. The first verb is has in the present simple, have in the present simple. The second one, share, use. Here we have share, can share. It is then in the present simple. The first statement expresses cause. The second one expresses effect. Number 2, it's easy to transport your data to another location if it's stored on a disk. Here we have if. We have 2 statements. Now, where is the cause? Where is the effect in this sentence?
It's easy to transport your data to another location. It's the effect, and it's stored on a disk. It's the cause, and if it's
yes, we join between them by using if. The first verb is it's in the present simple, and the second one is stored. Is stored. Which tense do we have here? Is stored. Is it the present simple?
No.
no present perfect.
No. The present perfect to have plus the participle of the verb. If it's the present perfect, we said has stored. We don't use as. We don't use to be. Here, is it? We said it is a rule. When we have cause effect, we use between them if 2 verbs are in the present simple. Just here, is it the present simple is stored? Yes. What do you think?